Hey, gossip lovers! Welcome back to Flame Fame, your daily dose of tea, drama, and Hollywood secrets. Today, we're diving into Michael B. Jordan's new vampire thriller, Sinners, and the post-credit scene that's got fans screaming about a sequel. Buckle up, it's about to get juicy. Let's go! All right, first things first. If you haven't seen Sinners yet, spoiler alert. This movie's a wild ride, directed by Ryan Coogler, Black Panther. It's a genre-bending mix of blues, vampires, and revenge. But let's cut to the chase. That post-credit scene? It's a game changer. Sinners isn't just another action flick. It's a passion project for Michael B. Jordan, who stars as Smoke, a tormented blues musician turned vampire hunter. The film blends Southern Gothic vibes with supernatural lore, and critics are calling it a masterpiece, Rolling Stone, and Jordan's most daring role yet, Variety. But the real story? The post-credit scenes that have fans convinced a sequel is brewing. Fun fact, Michael B. Jordan trained for months to master the blues guitar for this role. He even worked with Grammy-winning artists like Gary Clark Jr. to nail the authenticity of Smoke's musical performances. But while we're geeking out over his dedication, let's talk about the real elephant in the room, those post-credit scenes. The film's unique blend of music and horror has also sparked debates. Some critics compare it to Blade meets Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? While others argue it's a spiritual successor to Coogler's earlier work like Fruitvale Station. Regardless, Sinners has already grossed over $200 million worldwide, proving that audiences are hungry for fresh takes on the vampire genre. Now, Sinners has two post-credit scenes. The first? A mid-credits shocker. Remember Remick, Smoke's mentor? Yeah, he died. Or did he? The scene reveals Smoke let him live. Why? To set up his redemption arc, or a full-blown sequel. Here's the tea. Remick, played by the legendary Idris Elba, was bitten by a vampire in Act 2, right? We thought he was a goner, but Smoke secretly used his blood curse powers to heal him. Translation? Remick's now a half-vampire, half-human hybrid. And guess what? That's never been done in this universe before. The mid-credits scene shows Remick waking up in a dimly lit room, his eyes glowing faintly red. A voiceover whispers, "You're not like them anymore." Fans are speculating this voice belongs to a shadowy organization hinted at in the film's lore, a group that experiments on vampires. Could this be the setup for a team-up or a betrayal? Then, the final post-credits scene. It's vague, but here's the tea. The movie's not done with these characters. The filmmakers are basically saying, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Translation? Sequel bait, baby. That shadowy figure. Fans are theorizing it's the original vampire, a character teased in the movie's lore but never shown. If true, this could be the big bad for a sequel. And let's not forget the cryptic dialogue. The blues, it's not just music, it's a curse. Chills. The scene cuts to a neon-lit New Orleans alleyway, where a figure cloaked in darkness watches Smoke from afar. The camera lingers on a pendant around their neck, a crescent moon with a blood-red gem. Eagle-eyed fans notice this same symbol in a deleted scene where Smoke's mother warns him about the ones who walk between worlds. And it's not just us. The directors are dropping hints. Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are already teasing bigger plans for the world of Sinners. This isn't just a movie, it's a universe. In a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, Coogler said, "Sinners is just the first chapter. We've built a world rich enough to explore for years." He even hinted at a multi-platform expansion, suggesting spin-offs or tie-in novels. Meanwhile, Jordan joked, "If the fans want more Smoke, I'll be ready." Translation? The sequel is already in development. Jordan even hinted at his character's moral complexity. Smoke's not a hero, he's a sinner. And sinners, they never get redemption that easy. Sounds like Season 2 material to us. Idris Elba fueled the fire during a Jimmy Kimmel Live appearance, saying, "Remick's got a lot of unfinished business. I'd love to explore his duality. Half human, half vampire. It's like Angel meets Breaking Bad." Let's zoom out. Michael B. Jordan is having a moment. From Creed to Black Panther, he's the king of turning flawed characters into icons. With Sinners, he's not just acting, he's producing. This is his Twilight saga. And if the post-credits scenes are any clue, he's building a franchise. Pair that with Ryan Coogler's visionary direction, and you've got a recipe for a cinematic universe that could rival Marvel. Imagine this: spin-offs about Remix, hybrid journey, prequels about the original vampire, or even a team-up with Lupita Nyong'o's Black Panther character. The possibilities are endless. Jordan's production company, Outlier Society, is known for championing diverse stories. A Sinners sequel could further cement his legacy as a mogul who prioritizes representation, both in front of and behind the camera. The fandom is exploding. On TikTok, Chasser's Sinners sequel has over 50 million views. Redditors are dissecting every frame of the post-credits scenes. One fan wrote, "The shadow figure's silhouette matches the original vampire from the comics." Another said, "Remix hybrid powers could explain the sequel's title, Saints." Whoa! A popular theory suggests the original vampire is connected to Smoke's past. Flashbacks in the film show Smoke's mother practicing voodoo rituals. Could she have ties to the ancient vampire hierarchy? Fans are also obsessed with the film's soundtrack, which includes a hidden track titled Saint or Sinner that's not in the movie. Is this a hint at the sequel's theme? Even the memes are iconic. Check this one. Me pretending to leave the theater versus secretly waiting for the post-credits scene. Relatable.
Doing great. How you doing?
Now,
I am doing
let's
amazing.
get real.
Creed 3,
Box
congratulations
office
on your
numbers matter.
directorial debut.
Sinners opened at $45 million domestically, the biggest debut for an original R-rated movie since 2019. Critics are raving, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Atlanta's #1
and
hip-hop
audiences
station.
gave it an
Asia
A
Simone
cinema
standing
score.
next to the man
The
with the
studio
master
would be
plan, Michael
crazy
B. Jordan.
not
How
to
are
make
you?
a sequel. Plus, merch, think about it. Smoke, action figures, vampire blues, soundtracks, even a Netflix prequel series. This could be a goldmine. Sources close to the production claim Warner Brothers is already in talks for a sequel, with a tentative release date set for 2026. The success of Sinners has also reignited interest in vampire films, a genre that's been overshadowed by superhero movies in recent years. Beyond the spectacle, Sinners is sparking conversations about race, legacy, and redemption. The film's portrayal of Black Southern culture has been praised for its authenticity, while its vampires serve as metaphors for historical trauma. A scene where Smoke confronts a plantation-turned vampire
Why was
lair
it so important
has been
for you
hailed
to
as a
debut this first
masterclass
of
in
all the
subverting
things and
genre
all
tropes.
the movies and everything
Critics are
that you
calling
could
it
have
the
chosen?
most
Why was this
political
one the most
vampire
important?
movie since Get Out. So, what's next? If a sequel is greenlit, expect deeper lore, expanding on the original vampire's backstory. New allies, enemies. Introducing characters from the film's extensive mythos. Global stakes. The first film was set in the South. Could the sequel go international? Coogler has also hinted at a possible anime series exploring the origins of the vampire curse. "We've got stories for days," he told Deadline. All right, fam, what do you think? Is a Sinners sequel inevitable? Drop your theories below. And if you're new here, smash subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next
Atlanta's
deep
#1
dive.
hip-hop station.
Until then,
Asia Simone
stay
standing
scandalous.
next to the man with the
Bye.
master plan, Michael B. Jordan. How are you?